obviously, a tough loss here tonight. But the one thing you could take away from this game, at least from my perspective, is that the ladies continue to fight throughout.
And they always have, but what our team really needs to learn is to play a full 40 minutes. And that's the disappointing part. We didn't today at all.
Yeah.
And if we would have played as hard as we played on Saturday, this is a different situation. And our team needs to learn. They need to learn the importance of every single possession.
Yeah.
They need to learn the importance of every single step that they take out on the floor. And that every little move that they make matters. And until that happens, these are going to be the results. But this is another learning lesson for us. I'll tell you, we're a pretty young team for the most part, and we have a lot of people coming back. These are good positions to be in, to learn and to grow and to develop. But again, I'm not super happy with our effort tonight. Again, yes, we battled back the last 7 minutes, but we didn't play very well. Good defense. They got easy buckets, wide open layups. We didn't have good rotations. We weren't talking up on the ball. I could go on and on,
right.
and it's not something, at this point, it's just not okay. And we need to learn and we need to grow from it. But again, we'll battle to the end.
Yeah.
But we need to put a full 40 minutes together.
So at this point in the year, being 5-7 now, and you mentioned some reasons as to how you're going to turn this thing around. Positively, though, what are you telling your ladies that can help get this thing turned around? Because, again, it is still early in January, and it's the start of the second half of the year.
And that's a positive thing. I've seen a lot of teams where they start a season like this, and they turn around and they win championships. And that's what we got to believe. Yeah. And we got to learn from the games like this and our last game and the previous game when we lost by 1. We got to learn from these, so when we play these teams the next time, it's a different situation. But we got to believe. We got to, like I said, take care of every single possession. We got to know and continue to develop the fundamentals of the game. But I'm telling you, we're getting there, and we're starting to believe and trust. And it's literally one day at a time.
Okay, you mentioned you're getting there, and I'm assuming that means on both ends of the floor. But in terms of what that means offensively, tonight 48% from the field, 52% from 3. Is that another sign that you could take away from what you mean by getting there?
Yeah, I guess. That's a hard positive tonight because, like I said, our defense, we can hit all these shots we want in the world, but if we don't play a lick of defense, it's not going to matter at the end of the game. All right, so we need to put 40 minutes together where we make shots like that, and we are a good offensive team, but we got to be able to put it together defensively as well. And there's no reason why we can't. It's a decision that we need to make.
Right.
It's guts, it's heart, and this team has it on occasion.
Yeah.
We need to get it for a full 40 minutes.
I'm looking at the bench points, 33 for Florida Southern, 15 for the Lions here. Are you happy with the rotation that you're using?
We're still trying to figure out the best rotation for this group. One of the things that we really struggle with as a staff is our consistency with our players, and that's been something we're still trying to figure out. And every day it could be a different lineup. And I base everything on what we do in practice. So if I have a player that really does a great job in practice, I will trust her in that game. If she didn't have a good practice, she doesn't see many minutes. I'm a big believer in you are going to play how you practice.
Right.
So that's something we're still trying to figure out.
So tough stretch coming up. Rollins next. They came into the night 9-1, and this is a tough loss, a heartbreaking loss for a young team, as you mentioned. So what are you telling your ladies now to get them ready, or at least to help get them ready for Rollins, who again is very good this year at 9-1?
Well, they need to reflect on tonight. That's what they need to do tonight. They need to reflect and look at themselves and say, what could I have done better to make this situation different? And the ball is in our court, and we need to make that decision, but we need to always self-reflect, first and foremost. Look at our own self in the mirror and what can we do better for the next game. And then tomorrow when we wake up, we start preparing for Rollins. But I'll tell you, it's not about these teams that we're facing. This is about us.
Okay.
It is about us.
And what do you mean about us?
It is about us making the right decisions. It's about us executing our plan. It's about us with the guts and the glory, right? It's about us getting every single loose ball. That's us. And these games are a completely different situation if we show the guts every single day. And we put in that effort in practice, and we get smarter. It's not about our opposing team. We need to start believing in ourselves. All right, so we start gaining some respect, and that's how I'm going about it, and wake up tomorrow and guess what? New game, right? You can't dwell on the past, but you got to learn from it. You can't forget about it.
Okay.
And that's kind of how we attack it. So.
All right, perfect. Head coach Missy West. Missy, thank you. Back to wrap it up after this.